Everybody, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about muscle engagement today. So a lot of times people struggle. I'm going to use the example of like a bar class with engagement in the quads. And this is like a really common one because while we're working with extension, I think a lot of people miss the actual contraction of the quads. And so this is where I want to talk a little bit about how you can start to feel that outside of a bar class. And then when you attend, it'll be a little easier for you to get the most out of the class and really use that while we're exercising. So I'm going to give you some examples. So for one exercise that you do, like say we're standing and we're lifting a leg to the side, right? So a lot of times what happens is people will have their knees soft and they think they're engaging their legs kind of extended, but what's happening is you're actually using your hip flexor instead of your quads. Your quads are engaged a little bit, but barely, right? So this gets really tired and burnt out. So what you want to do is fully extend the legs so it's like your knee is locked out. It should feel this tight all the way up to here. So when you lift, you end up lifting from the quads and not from the hip flexor. Does that make sense? So one exercise you can do to help you sort of start to get in touch with that is sitting on the floor. And you want to sit tall. So it's better if you have your shoes off because it helps. But you want to think about sitting tall, keep your hands back here, and then you just want to squeeze your quads and release your quads. And for some people, what you want to feel is like you're trying to press the back of the knee pit to the floor. So that tightens up the front of your legs. Now, once you feel that, you want to keep that tightness in the leg and then try lifting without letting this knee soften. So what you should feel is, again, just like when we were standing, you're feeling this part of your leg doing the lifting as opposed to this. So if your knee's soft, this is not working. It goes all the way up to your hip flexor and this gets really, really tired and tight and you don't get the most out of the leg exercise. So that's one little tip that you can try. You can do them with your legs straddled as well. So, for example, taking your hand on one side, you squeeze that quad nice and tight, and then you try to lift it without letting that knee soften. What that does is it kind of teaches you how to engage the quads, get the most out of some of those other extension exercises, and that goes for abdominals as well. So, for example, when we talk about extension in general, even with a bicycle, so let's say we're lying on the ground, and you're here, and we're talking about extending the legs in bicycles. A lot of times people are doing this, which is fine if that is what you need to do to make sure that you're not arching your back. But if you really want to get extension, you squeeze your quads to fully extend the legs. And that's going to engage a lot more than just kind of keeping the legs soft. And again, it keeps it out of your hip flexor so that you're using your core and you're using your quads and you're not overusing your hip flexors. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in class soon. Bye.